Hello everyone, it's Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace, and I want to welcome you back to my channel. I'm going to do the Margarete Miller, as you can tell here in front of me. I'm going to do week 27 of the Margarete Miller Weekly Collage Challenge. And as always on my coasters, so this is another coaster collage. And if you go to hashtag 2025CWP27, you will see others who are using these same prompts to make a collage. And so now we'll go through and see what I'm going to do. So let's see what we need. First off, an image of the moon. And I have that right here. Is the image of the moon I'm going to use. Something local to you. I am using this, and I will tell you what that is as we go. So that's going to be my something that's local to me. Something that represents communication. I've got this lady on the telephone, and telephone is a verbal communication. A map or an atlas page. Well, I have this little piece of map here, French, it's in French, that I am going to be using. And then something with a spiral shape. I am also have something doing double duty here, because if you can look, the cord on the telephone, I'm going to consider a spiral. It's not exactly a spiral, but it's close enough. So we're going with it. And then the bonus is lines, and I have lines to make the stripes on the drapes, and also lines here to make the pattern under the mushroom. So that is what we're doing today. So I wanted to show you, I don't usually show you where I get these things from. I tell you about it, but I don't necessarily show you. So this I Want to Know About book has got some neat things in it, and my camera's low enough that I can't flip the pages very well, but this came from this page. So I just cut this out of this page, and this is a chapter on the moon, so I just cut this out to use as my moon in this collage. That is going to be my background. So I'm going to get that down right away, because that is what we're using. So the big house, which is right here, which is what is on this mushroom, says the big house. That is my something local to me, and it is, I live in Georgia, and that is not the town I live in, but it's not that far. The big house is in Macon, Georgia, which is in the very center of the state, and it is a museum for the Allman Brothers Band. Some of you may not know the Allman Brothers Band, and some of you may. They started in 1969 as a band with a new sound, and so they are the ones. I've got to move this over to the side so I can see it against the light, so give me a moment here. There is a reason that you aren't able to see it, so hold on, let me just get this down first, because it's a little precarious here trying to get this in the right exact place with this glue, and I'm not sure I have it in the right place. Well, let's see. Maybe I can do it this way. I don't know. Probably not. It's really hard to get this circle in the right place, but we'll do our best. Okay. That's just going to have to be it. That's about as good as I can do. Anyway, so let me read to you what it says. It says, and I took this from this magazine, which is the Macon, Georgia travel guide, things to see and do in Macon. And it was a circle right here. And this said the Allman Brothers Band, Macon, Georgia. Of course, I didn't need all that. I just wanted to cut out the mushroom. But I'm going to read to you what this says as I cut out my background. It says, in 1969, a revolution was launched from the streets of Macon, consisting of guitars, bass, keyboards, drums, and a unique, spirited brotherhood. The revolutionaries of records were the Allman Brothers Band, who, as the founder of what became known as Southern rock, changed the course of popular American music and turned Macon into the recording hotbed of the 1970s. Well, who knew that little Macon, Georgia was so popular back in that day? So they are the creators of Southern rock, and they were from Macon, Georgia. So the Big House is the name of the museum to honor them. I've not been there, believe it or not. I have never been there. I need to go there because, well, gosh darn, I'm from Georgia and I've never been there. But that's the way it is sometimes. It's like the things that you need to, the things closer to your home are the things that you don't do. And so I've been telling my husband that we need to go there because I've never been. And we also have an aeronautics museum that is in Macon that I also have not been to. So that is part of what we're doing here. Is I will be using this moon as my moon. This window is my communication with this lady that is on the phone. And then the Big House mushroom, and I'm wondering if they used a mushroom for the logo for the Big House because it was in the 70s, late 60s, early 70s. And, you know, magic mushrooms and all that good stuff. I don't know, but that would be my guess. So that's kind of funny. Anyway, and then we're going to put the map right under here as the base of this, just like that. Okay, so what I should do now is, I want this to be right on the edge. So I'll have to cut around that. And let's get this mushroom down where it needs to go on the window. I'm going to go ahead and glue it to the window right here. I hope I'm going to get it in the right place and the window in the right place. So let's just sneak a little glue right under here. Yep. Well, it would help if the glue worked. Now I've got to start over. Oh, I'm having a time with this glue. Don't know what I'm going to do about it because it doesn't want to work most of the time. If y'all have any secrets to how to keep your glue unclogged, I put the top on it, and I mean everything. I don't know what else to do. But I could just go ahead and get this down up at the top. Let's do that because I know that's gonna go right like, oh shoot. Well, I'm gonna have to let it hang over a little bit. Yeah, I didn't get that in exactly the right place, did I? I did not. Little tiny bit. Move it over just a little tiny bit. Okay, we're gonna put it right there. So let me go ahead and do that down this side. And this is from a book page, very fragile. I don't still have the book, I don't think. I think I've already, oh, I don't want it on the bottom yet. I'm gonna take that off. I haven't I didn't keep the book. I cut the things out of it I wanted, and I haven't kept the book, I don't think. If I have, I don't know where it is at the moment. Okay, that's a little bit, it's not exactly where I wanted it, but it's okay. It never turns out exactly where I have it to begin with. I need to get under there though, so. Okay, let's get this on down. So anyway, if you aren't familiar with the Allman Brothers Band, I did not care for their music, but then I was not a rock and roll girl, so that's not surprising. I liked ballads more than I did the rock and roll stuff. Although I did go to a rock and roll concert here and there, you know, when your friends want to go and you want to be with your friends, you go where your friends are. So there you go. So I have been to some, but rock and roll was not my thing, even back then. It's definitely not my thing today. I like old country, not old, but like 80s, 90s country. Today's country isn't country to me. Oh shoot, this is coming up. See, this is old. It is already tearing apart. I mean, just lifting it up. Wow. Okay, let's get this down so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Let's go ahead and get it down. Okay. And then I didn't do it underneath there because I gotta put this. And this can go next. And it needs to go just like that. Oh, this is not on here right. Huh. I don't know what happened here. How did that not get on there right? I'm not going to be able to do anything about it now. But this didn't get on here in the right way. So, what do I do? What do I do? I'm not sure. Not sure. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it right like that. Let this come down and let that go across. And that'll get covered up by the mushroom. You know, if you run into a problem, it is only an opportunity. That's what they say. And we're gonna. So I didn't get the window on there straight, but we're gonna make it look as good as we can. Okay, it's just gonna be wonky. Can't help it. Can't help it. It's just gonna be wonky. Go ahead and cut this down. And I'm putting this actually upside down because, oh man, because I wanted this golden part to be opposite from the window because that's also a golden color. So I wanted those to be opposite each other. So let me get this on. Let's do it around here. And then across here. And see if we can't just slip that under there. Like that was my intention all along to do that. I was hoping that I could get the window on there less wonky, but that did not happen. It is a little wonky, but we're just going to go with it. We'll call it the crooked window. I don't see where my tissue is. Let me get me another one. So anyway, let me know if you are familiar with the Allman Brothers Band. I'm not sure if people outside of the South are familiar with them or not. So I'd like to know if you're familiar with the Allman Brothers Band. I'm aging myself. although I was in '69, I was a very young teenager. I do not remember when they started because I was in the 9th grade, I think, 8th grade. I don't remember. I don't remember what grade I was in. Okay, so that is that. So maybe we can kind of cover up the window issue with this. It's going to go in there like that. Yeah, I think we can do that. Okay. So all is not totally lost. It's a little wonky, but it is cutting out. It had gray in there as the panes, and I really didn't want that because I wanted the moon to show through, and I also wanted this background instead of the plain gray. So that's why I cut out the windows, and that is what made that be so very precarious. But it'll be all right. This will cover up most of that mishap, if you will call it that, if you want to call it that. It was a little bit of a mishap, but that's okay. We can get that on. And that kind of covers it up. This is the only little wonky spot you'll see, really. And it's okay. I'm okay having a wonky window. I really am. Now, let me go ahead and cut off this. Okay, there we are. Let's get the brayer. Push that down. I got some glue issue right here because I really didn't get any glue under that. So I'm hoping I can lift that up enough to just put some glue under that right there, and it won't be too bad. Ah, it worked fine. That worked good. Gotta be gentle with that. The book that this window image came out of, the pages are so fragile. I mean, it's an older book, but it's not an antique book by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, it was like in the 70s, which that could be considered antique. I don't know. But anyway, it just wasn't printed on very good paper to begin with. So it was very fragile at this point in time. And some books, it's amazing, the papers make so much difference. Some books that are of that same age, the pages look brand new. And then you've got others that, don't. Okay, so let's smooth it up with my nail file here. And that is pretty much going to be it. Take my ink, I'm going to ink around that a little bit. I basically don't want the edge of the coaster to be white, and it is white. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not bright white, but it's whiter than I want it to be. So there we go. Now I had thought about, I don't know if I'm going to go to the trouble, but I wish there were more stars, and this came out of here like this, like that. So I thought about getting these 3 stars right here and cutting them out and putting them here. But I don't know. That would be such a pain because those are so little. Then I thought about doing my little star stamp, which is right here. This little star stamp that I've used on several things, and using gold ink to, I just don't know. You know what? Let's do a test. Let's do a test and see if it shows up. So, again, let me know if you guys know the Allman Brothers band. Nope, it doesn't really show up, so I'm not going to do that. I was afraid it wouldn't on that background, but you know, thought I'd try it and see. So yes, I'm not going to do that. It does not show up that well. Get this ink cleaned off now. I've got a bunch of envelopes over here on the side that need to go in a drawer, and I just hadn't done it yet. Okay, so let's get back to this. So let's go over the prompts. So we have, so this is hashtag 2025 CWP 27, and we need an image of the moon, and that is the moon showing through the window here. Then we need something local to you. That would be the big house is local to me. The Allman Brothers Band Museum. Something that represents communication is, this lady is talking on the phone right here in the window. A map or atlas page, and I chose a map, and this is a French map. Some piece, I had a piece of, I don't know where it came from, but that is on the bottom here. And then something with a spiral shape. I'm going with the telephone cord. It isn't really spiral, but kind of, sort of. So we're going with it. And then the lines. There's lines in the mushroom here, and there's lines to make the stripe and the drapes. And there's lines right here on the mushroom stem. So that's my lines. So that is my collage for this week. I appreciate you coming along. I hope you enjoy watching these videos. I enjoy making them, and I hope that you will come back. And if you have just found me, welcome. And if you have been coming, I appreciate you coming back. I appreciate all of you so very much. Your comments are very welcome. And the subscribers are very welcome. And if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you like this video, if any of you like this video, hit the like button. If you hit the notification bell when you subscribe, you will also get further videos from me. And I will be continuing doing these Margarete Miller challenges, but I'm also working on a journal that I have not decided whether I'm going to film. I have filmed the first part. I haven't posted it yet, or maybe I have by the time you see this. I'm, again, filming early. But in any case, I have lots of videos already available on my YouTube, so go check those out. Again, thanks for coming, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and let me know, do you know who the Allman Brothers are? Okay, we'll see you later. Bye.